अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा, विंध हिमाचल यमुना गंगा द्राविड़ उत्कल तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जयो गाथा जनगण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय भारत, जय संविधान, जय भारत की जनता, जय भारत का भगवान, वंदे मातरम, भारत माता की जय, जय हमारा देश भारत। Dear friends, today 23 January, birthday of Netaji Subhash. Salute to Subhash Netaji, freedom fighter leaders of this country, top leader of this country, having title higher than Bharat Ratan. He is equivalent to father of nation, and I salute to him like we salute to all freedom fighters. Jai Bharat. Suraj Singh from Faridabad, NCR, India, civil engineer, usually talk daily on various subjects, and this serial is related to Constitution of India, Bharat ka Samvidhan, and current situation existing in our country, great country. Our country, Bharat, India, status given to it by public of this country, not by any king or not by any sultan or not by any raja, whatever. We are republic, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, people of ours. Great pride I have and you must have. We, people of Bharat, India, having solemnly resolved to constitute our nation, India, Bharat, into a sovereign, socialist, democratic, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, so as to secure to its people justice, equality, and liberty, and that leads to fraternity, brotherhood, honesty, dignity, and taking this nation to highest levels according to fundamental duties that every citizen is supposed to do. But what's happening currently is actually unbecoming. Unbecoming in the sense that we never expected what would happen. That has been happening. It should not happen like this. It's now about 72 years since 1947 we got freedom. Everybody knows that. Where did we reach from 1947? How much we have achieved? It all depends upon how we measure ourselves. Should we know we have any measurement formula or no, we don't have any measurement formula? This measurement is of different type that cannot be set in units of measurement. It's assessment. Everybody has different type of assessment. But most important is you cannot just reach development or achievement if you don't have any backing. What sort of system do we have? How do we want to live in this country? What status our society has, and how much wealth we have? All these factors count to your status that you have. It's not simply saying we are a country. Yes, we are a country geographically, but real country means people of whatever nation. We people have so much text, so much laws, so many laws, hundreds, thousands laws in this country, but people are aware or not aware. That requires a question mark to be investigated. If we are not aware of our laws, what is meaning of laws then? Laws are made for public and not for advocates or judges. Laws are made for public, and we have to realize this fact. If we do not know all laws, I think there is no meaning of having so much package of laws. What we have, big nation, vast people, 140 crores people, big geography of nation, excessive wealth that cannot be used by of people, and we have to realize this fact. Our country has traveled 72 years on constitution and 72 years on freedom. We have also augmented our population 5 times what we had in 1947 and what do we have now. Population explosion is tremendous. Well, that is something else, can be controlled or can be used. If it is possible to use this quantity, this volume of population, this source or resource of our nation, we can reach unknown destinations, miraculous destinations. But we have not tried that. We have failed everywhere. In fact, we have worked very limitedly. With the work we should have. Our system, we know all, is mandated, controlled by our document, our law, supreme law of nation, and that is constitution of this country. Unique law, you can say, unique public document it is. People didn't know it before in exclusive manner, elaborate manner, but now it seems people have opened their eyes and targeting their focus on this document, which leads all other documents, all other laws of this nation. Main point is that since we are ruled by this document requires that everybody should understand this. That is most important. I am telling this because it is reasonable. 95% people of our nation are not aware what this document contains. Until last year, even people didn't know what document is about, because they never cared for these documents, because nation was moving on a smooth travel. It was moving smoothly, but there has been some disturbance caused by some people in this country, some responsible institutions in this country, and that disturbance has come on track where people travel. It's an hindrance. It's obstacle. It's the obstacle. Stop a speed breaker. We have to check that. Why speed breaker has come up? That is our responsibility. We have legislative body, we have executive body, and we have judicial body, and then we have public body. Above all this, because public is actually nation. Public constitutes nation, citizens constitute nation. That is fundamental, that's elementary and top. All other institutions which are included, mentioned in details within constitution, are supporting institutions to this public. Public and institutions have certain concrete relations, but those relations must work. That is important. Experience states that there is a lacuna, there is a lapse, a sloppy arrangement is seen, a sloppy style is seen, that institutions and public are not coherent, they are not moving as they should move. This is proven by the fact there's unrest among society against those who are trusted to work for them. Court is required to work for people, legislative body is required to work for people, and executive is also required to work for people, and all others whatsoever they are. Statutory or non-statutory bodies, public bodies, all other bodies, minor bodies in constitution and otherwise, are required to support for public, directly or indirectly, in objective way or different way. They have to serve people of this country. This is what our constitution is all about. This is abstract of constitution. Various bodies are there, higher and smaller, bigger and smaller, having their respective duties, charters. They must work for people. That is what is required. Because money comes from people, taxes come from people, and people have right everywhere to avail services from these bodies in form of statutory services, constitutional services, or certain other types of services. Private sector is also required for public, to serve public. Government sector is required to serve public. All sectors are required to serve public. This is what is that. This means it is nation for which you are working. You work in whatever sector. You have to contribute towards build up, towards development, towards high raising the standards of our nation, Bharat, India. That is what you can say, a summary of, you can say, what we are all about. Yes, everybody is selfish. Everybody is self-oriented, family-oriented, state-oriented, and nation-oriented. That goes up and up in that scale. If you are good, your society is good. If you are bad, your society is bad. That is very easy to say and understand. But now what is happening, we have to see that. We have to keep in our minds current scenario and compare it to past scenarios. We have now traveled very long distance, only 72 years, since we got freedom from those who ruled us in past, before 47. It's not very long distance we have traveled. We have traveled very little distance, keeping every status of a country. There are countries who have traveled 500 years, 600 years. We have only traveled 72 years, and you can see it's a very small period when you compare it to a country. For your home, it's a big period, it's a long distance, but for you, it's not. Today, we are at the railway station, you can say, or an airport where we are in trouble. We are not able to understand whether or not we have to take off, or we have to land, or we have to station, or we have to taxi, what we have to do. That stage has come. Our system says that people have to rule because people are sovereign. People have to rule, but people are ruling. They are doing directly or indirectly their contribution to this nation, but to whom they are giving this part of rule, they are not responding accordingly. They are required to, they are supposed to. Our efficiency everywhere in our system is very low. Low in the sense that we walk too slow, we think too slow, and we work too slow. When we work too slow, means results also come too slow. If I am not working fast, I cannot deliver fast. That is simple. If you do not work fast, you cannot deliver fast. Same thing for this nation. We are very slow society as a whole. In no field we are very fast. In none of field. Our system has earned this drawback. Seriousness does not exist. Everybody takes it too easy for everything to do. No seriousness, no commitment, no target, no milestone, no destination. Just keep on moving for sake of moving. That is very dangerous situation. Time is must. It must be care of. It must be taken care of. We do not care for time. And if we do not care for time, we do not for time. I think maybe one reason that we are too many people, but I can't say that's exclusive reason. Our reason not to move is that we do not want to take any responsibility. Those people who take responsibility, they move. And those who do not take responsibility, they sit. I don't want to take responsibility. Why should I take? That person should take. Where there is a hierarchy, Anywhere in any organization, you find hierarchy, you find certain problems of interlinking and intercoordination, which activities, which properties actually remain absent. I do not do this. I have done my job. Let that guy do it. This is his job. This file is there. I cannot send it there. Let him do it. His job. And that says, let other guy do it. And in this connection, in this talk, in this competition, work is held up. And then who is responsible after all? No one is responsible, because it's a commitment of complete group, complete hierarchy. Why should I be responsible? That person responsible. And if you ask that person, other person responsible. Everybody is responsible, and fact is that no one is responsible because result is not achieved. Everybody shall be successful if result is achieved. This means we are not result-oriented society. We are not production-oriented society. We are just avoiding work everywhere. Either we work in nervous state or we do not work. We work in passive state. Both are dangerous. This means either we work too fast or we work too slow. We don't work in normal way. I understand this way. All people in this country in general are not serious from zero to top. This is prime property of this nation. And same people, we all same people, when we work for others, other nations, we work very rapidly, we work efficiently, we try to prove that we are unique and extraordinary in the world, and that is also successful. You go to any country, whatever country you go to, there is evidence. Evidence exists that we work there. To whatever knowledge we have, whatever efficiency we have, whatever understanding of professions we have, we work for them very excellently, or you can say ordinary, extraordinary, or outstanding. And people of other countries do recognize that. But in our country, we are like, oh, why should I do this? I am king and you do for me. This is lapse of culture of work. We have failed to develop work culture in our country. We have no culture actually. We say let it go as it is. And that is where we feel that we have shortcomings in our country. Now I am explaining all this because this is a background I had to create here. We have problems because we don't want to solve problems. You know that. We have thousands of problems in this country. Reason being, we are not interested to solve any problem. We want to pile up all problems. This is our culture. If I solve problem very fast, or I am capable to solve it, and if I solve it, my colleagues will not allow to solve it. My seniors will not allow to solve it. This is happening in our country. Because why should you be so fast? This is a question mark. There are people, I cannot say that all are that way. Some people are very good. But if 2% people are good and 98% people are bad in working, your 2% got no meaning and 98% are in majority. So their value is there because we are a democratic country. But they take democracy this way. My democracy is not this way. My democracy is different. That is what I say is understanding that is earned by everybody. Whatever you think it, whatever I think it, by my system doesn't allow me that. Democracy doesn't mean that. Democracy doesn't mean you think that way. And democracy doesn't work everywhere. When you use mind, democracy has got no meaning. When you use body, democracy has meaning. Those people who work with mind, they don't think democratically. They think intellectually. I can say there is a versus now. Democracy versus mind. Or democracy versus intellectualism. Both are enemies to each other, or both are no friends. If they democratically, this means you cannot think. And if you think, there is no democracy. And many people who think together, It doesn't mean that they think same way. There can be difference of opinions. That's what I'm saying. We have to have different thoughts. And thinking style or thinking capacity or thinking way of everybody is different. A person who is very highly educated, his opinions and those who are not very highly educated are completely varying. They completely vary. Why I am telling you all this? Because what is happening these days in our country in 2020 regarding public and government is raising that question. We have problems. Public wants to solve that problem, but governance system doesn't like to solve that problem. And what is governance system? Is it government only? No. For me, there are three governments in this country and one super government in this country. Number one government is legislature of this country. Number two governance is executive of this country. And a parallel autonomous government, that is judiciary. And other than all these three, there's a government which is not visible, but that is powerful, and that is we people of this country. Questions arise. We people are interested in solving problems, but those who are not we people, who are bound by rules and regulations, they do not want to solve problems. That is the difference. Whatever is happening now, we have a philosophy to think that people say we have to move away, which is Gandhi's way. And there's opposition opinion also thinks that there's a way which is Subhash way. Today is birthday of our Subhash Netaji, 23rd January 2020, birthday. We remember our Netaji, who was a dynamic person, dynamic freedom fighter, lead freedom fighter, and having equal status to be called father of a nation, or like that, or uncle of nation, or brother of a nation, above than, much above than Bharat Ratan. We have that value, respect, regard, honor for that soul. His style and his senior Gandhiji's style are very different. There was a time between 1857 and 1947 that world was different. People were patient and foreigners ruled us. What society of foreigners thought, contemplated, we never knew, and they never knew us. But we know our people very well. We know what is our contemplation in society, what way we think, what way we do, how do we act and react, our systems, our nature, our culture, our livings, we know very well. We have our own people everywhere, in all governances. They are not foreigners, they are our own people. Of course, there are good people and bad people, both. And the same applies to society, good people and bad people, both. It was easy to understand Britishers what they were. They were not our people by bodies, by geography, but we knew that they had certain culture. That culture we had known in 90 years, but culture which is known to us already, when we have together, we are in our home, we cannot know who is good or bad. We just know superficially this member is good and this member is bad. Or a third person comes from outside who tells us this person is that and that person is this. We cannot discover ourselves deficiencies or merits of our people, and that is what we lack. Way of Gandhi and way of Subhash, both are different, but It's not that much different also, we cannot digest. There are two terms, one is violence and one is non-violence. Both we don't understand. People take one meaning of violence and somebody takes another meaning of non-violence. It is physically, it's not mental. If you calculate mentally, you shall find a different scene. Now, if you consider who are in our governance, just think on for last 6 years, who has been in our governance. We have our governance a party, political party, whose philosophy is, whose scope is very different than what people have, general public have. General public never knew what these people want, what these people think of, how they contemplate. Our people, 140 crore people of our country, could not understand these people and they just blindly trusted someone. Now there is no meaning to take name because we all know there is a complete opposite sign between public and governance. I am talking about majority strength, I am not talking about 100%. Those now in government and those who had been previously in government. There's a difference of culture, difference of mind, difference of, you can say, what they think, contemplation, how they read society, how they read nation, and what is their development in their mind, how they keep religion with them or they don't keep religion with them. These all factors count. Our constitution is separate. Our constitution is independent of how people think. Our constitution has a clear mandate. That is our mandate. We all know, and those who do not know, they are trying to know it now. That we are united people first of all. We are a society. We are united society. We are cohesive society. We are founded on what? Sovereign status at one side, one end, and republic status on other end. In between are standing tripod, that is socialism, secularism, and democratic status. This triangle is supported by sovereign and republic status. This point we have to keep in mind. This is very important. And result is, achievement is, target is unity and coherence. Unity and adherence. Unity and cohesivity both. We do not want to disintegrate. We have to keep ourselves integrated because that is measurement of strength, power, what we have. I'm talking in different language, a kind of, you can say, technological language, science language. We cannot be different, at the same time we are different. We cannot be disintegrated, but we are integrated. This is integrated and disintegrated both. Means a different kind of combination. It's mentally and spiritually and by soul I'm telling. It's not talking about geography. Because whatever language we use, whatever culture we adopt, whatever religion do we have, by souls, by past, we are same blood. We are same parental, you can say, heredity, a unique society which exists for thousands and thousands of years in past. Our religions are relative, not basic. All religions are relative. Nothing original in religion, whatever we have. And we have been continuing that way for millenniums. I don't know how many years we have been doing that since we are born or this country was born, nobody knows. And we don't want to know that also, because there's no meaning, it's just philosophical talk. But what we are today and how we want to move further and where do we want to reach, that raises many questions. That spectrum, that scope raises many questions. And who has to answer these questions? We have to answer these questions. 2020 is a turbulent era, I should say. It's actually a different start for all our people. It's year of announcement, declaration, virtually what we are. Where do we want to move to? Till now, we were directed by other forces. We were directed by certain political forces and certain past forces in our history. But 2020 has broken those forces because public forces have come to sin. Till now, public force was staying behind and political forces and all those forces who are not friendly, public friendly, were working. Now, time is varying, it is changing. A social and national change is appearing on scene, which is very, very extraordinary, outstanding. We are having that. You have to open your minds now. It is only because of some chain of activities government has done. Government means our legislature and our executive. They have acted upon something which is not 100% pro-public, which is not 100% pro-constitution. They have gone that way. That activity government has done, legislature and executive. We cannot simply say government, we have to say legislative institution and executive institution, and our controlling institution, independent institution of judiciary did not extend what it was required to extend. It kept silent. It kept as a spectator. While it should be a protector of public rights, it kept somewhere, you can say, limited. That is actually unwanted. After all, this judicial institution is our guide, our protector, our umbrella that people expect it to act. If it does not play that way, according to public opinion, according to public mind, then virtual function of that institution weakens somewhere. It weakens somewhere, and that's not in national interest. They're all very high reputed excellencies, you can say, honored judges, justices. They are much more brilliant than all other citizens, and they understand everything well. They should act like protector of every citizen, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. It's no criticism, an observation. Every citizen expects that body or institution of judiciary must stay with people. I remember day 2-3 years back when four judges of the court, justices, honored justices of the Supreme Court, appeared in public expressing their dissatisfaction with working system of highest court of this land, apex court. That day everybody remembers. We took it lightly. Nation took that lightly. This means we missed some point. We missed some point there. We made a mistake. We should have been very serious at that point because they were judges. People thought, oh, these are Congress guys. We actually insulted them by considering, oh, these are Congress supported people. We forgot they were judges. They were facing certain difficulties. They projected their grievances being top judges of country. If top judges of this nation expressed their grievances to public, what did it mean? We could not understand that. We failed. because we were inclined to something else. Our minds were not free. We were virtually attached to some political group, and that was our nonsense, that our miscalculation. But those judges were independent because they were members of top judiciary. They tried to help us. We did not find ourselves suitable to be helped by them. What could they do? After all, they had certain limitations because they were members of judiciary. They tried to tell you something is wrong somewhere, and we did not take that seriously. We enjoyed, laughed. That was our biggest mistake in national scenario. Our intelligence could not think. Our professionals could not think, and you cannot expect public to think everything. We just joked that, took fun of that, and where we started breaking our relations with institutions. Yesterday, our Prime Minister, so-called Prime Minister I should say, because he is not publicly elected, in fact he is EVM Prime Minister. That is a fact, everybody knows. No need of any evidence. He said in one public rally, or not public rally, actually something else it was, that BJP shall work, we shall work for centuries for what BJP aspires. For what BJP was instituted, what constituted. I was surprised to know. Read this news, and I did not actually read this news. I did not like it to read this news. I hated this news. I thought the Prime Minister fellow is talking of his party. This is utter insult to public. You are Prime Minister of this country. You are talking about your party. That we shall work for parties. What parties is born for? You think this is right? I hate such people. You are sitting in constitutional position and that top executive position of this country, and you are just talking about your party, what party wants. Are you there in seat for your party's future or public future? If a Prime Minister thinks that way, what do you think? He should act like teacher to all, director to all, but he does not realize fractionally as a Prime Minister. Really, sorry to say, I was upset with this news. Why should we talk? BJP wants this and we will work for centuries. You will work for BJP's style or you work for constitutional style. What do you want? This means also, I can say, you condemn constitution by making such statements. Public is doing something else, public aspires something else, and you aspire BJP. Are you Prime Minister of BJP? Is BJP your public? Or nations your public? Who is your public? It is a big question I am raising to our Prime Minister. After all, you are responsible for this country till you are in office. And you are saying we will do as BJP wants? Are we slave to BJP? Congress never said this. We have a constitution. We have to work accordingly. But you are destroying by saying this. This means constitution doesn't exist for you. If it's that, it's a warning sign. It's an alert. Every institution has to accept. Every citizen has to accept. This is not ordinary statement. This is burning statement. This means public is ignored. Public is condoned. That is not acceptable. Not acceptable. I am part of public. I am citizen. I expect that whoever is there in our system has to work according to what our constitution mandates. That is requirement of everyone, and that must be fulfilled. And executive that cannot fulfill that executive is redundant, is not required. Now what happens? You see, a revolution is moving in 2020, unexpected revolution, and nobody knows which day it started. We all know CAA, NPR, NRC, all these are moving on. Forget them. I'm not inclined to just concentrate or focus myself onto that. That public is doing. It's very good. They are doing something. They are doing in concentration or without concentration, diversification, and what objective they want. Leave all that. First of all, we have to think about, can we save this constitution or we cannot save this constitution? That's the priority. That is the main question. Because what is seen is this constitution is not going to be protected by these institutions. This is clearly seen. There's no question of any allegation or any complaint on anyone. This is seen by public. Nation is vibrating. Nation is shrinking. It seems that some seismic force, some earthquake is working below land of our nation. We are all impacted upon by vibrations of that motion. We are all shivering. We are all boiling. And there is no one to take care of this from these institutions. Public, after all, is real owner of this land. And government does not understand what public want. What is public, how it likes. Government has no direction, no focus, no intention, no willingness to understand that. And therefore, I would not criticize government. I have to criticize someone else. I'm not going to criticize judiciary. I'm not going to criticize I have to criticize public now. Public is suffering, yes, I know. Public is suffering. All are suffering except 10 to 15% public, which are pro-government public. You can say maximum 20%. Those people who are workers of government party or who are just attached to them by whatever means. Those people, everywhere it happens that 100% can never be in one group. Always there is a fraction. So there you may say 20%, forget 20% people of this country. Other people, 80% people, they are from all religions and castes. Those people have been suffering from various considerations. And it is clear, no requirement to explain again and again. You know all that, as you know it. And when you know it, you have to find solutions yourself. What you are expecting? What are you expecting? Tell me. I'm talking to all people of this country. From whom you are expecting something? They will solve your problem, you think? Those people who created problems for you, you expect them to solve this problem. That is impossible. Had they be ready to solve your problem, they would solve by now. They are not interested to solve your problem. Because they are problem creators. With mental designs they created this problem. This is not by error. This is not by mistake. This is well-designed plot. And when this is calculated design, this is calculated way to create problem, how you expect that those will solve your problem? You are petitioning wrong people. You are petitioning from roads, from states, wrong people. Actually, there is no one who can listen to you in current times. No one is there. You are just wasting your time. I am just complaining myself this way. I am supporting all that, what they are doing, but that is not going to solve any problem. Because there is a difference of opinion, difference of thought. You are thinking that you are speaking against British. They are not British. They are neither British nor they are Bhartis. They are different. In 2014-13, you just remember, just recall you back, go to 2013. What was the state of politics in this country? A corruption era, revolution of corruption. You know, there was one man, Anna. Remember? He was considered a legend. He was considered symbol of nation, honest, symbol of honesty. This person is still alive. But where is he disappeared? Nobody knows. He had many tools below this. Below his resign, in imagine resign. Tools for V.K. Singh, Kejriwal, Kiran, and many more. This was considered honest revolution, exclusively national revolution. People had great hopes that something would happen. A parallel Gandhi has come. Where is that Gandhi? Do you think where is he? Do you know where is he? You never know, you forgot. It's only 7 years. 7 years made you forget. You spend time with him. He talked to government, Lokpal. Lokpal never realized. He has disappeared. Government was changed. We thought something miraculous would come. But nothing happened. Yes, regime changed. That regime which was considered corrupt, black, had been replaced by you considered Satyavadi regime. So Satyavadi regime came in 2014 and you were very happy. Oh, Satyavadi Harishchandra has come. Yes, Satyavadi Harishchandra has come. You celebrated. You thought world of our country would change. And it changed. It changed that it pulled you from your home's road. This has been drastic change. You are comfortably sitting in your homes, all members of your families. And this regime pulled in 6 years you from your homes to road. This is great change. Means you have been robbed of your homes to come on, sit on road. For this future you wanted your that time. You changed your regime of past, which did something for you, helped you, maybe not 100%, 30%. You expected new regime to work like, but it is working that way. It forced you leave your homes. All sections of people, all members of family, leave your home. Come on roads, fight for your rights, fight for survival, fight for safety of your future. Did you expect that? I did not expect that. People expected removal of eradication of poverty. People expected employments. People expected good health provisions. People expected infrastructure education. People expected so much. So much people expected. And when there is excessive expectations, when there's, you can say, oh, we'll get stars from the sky to you, we'll get sun and Jupiter on ground, on earth, I think it's all dreams. Dreams would not come true. Dreams you can bring yourself, but you cannot expect someone else to get you dreams, and that is happening. That was emotional gift to you, and you were moved by that. You thought some Satyavadi has come, he will change everything. Your minds are brainwashed, you are washed actually. Your minds was cleared. You can say all your minds are formatted. You may say that way in computer language. Citizens' mind was formatted. And no other program was loaded except one program, and name of that program and software of that was Modi. M-O-D-I. My ownership of developing India. Modi. I can say that, right? MODI equals my ownership to develop India. Means exclusively that person could develop India. All others destroyed India. When we got nation from British in 1947, everywhere there were palaces, there were heavy industries, we are exporting everything. People were very happy, all were educated, all were riches, and skies were blue and earth was green. We all were enjoying like kings. And when 2014 came, all those gifts, all those developed status given by British were destroyed by Congress. That was an explanation to you that nothing exists in 2014. Everything started from 2014. And you accepted that, yes, that's reality. Means you were hypnotized very strongly. Those people are so expert in hypnotization. They are magicians. They can change your minds, your souls, your present and future, and they can tell you what you're in past. So you got such type of tantric into management. So they are the Modi, 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 Modi. This mantra actually is a problem for you. You trusted something which didn't exist. You trusted someone who never wanted to do something for you. You trusted something which was never true. You did not see with your eyes, with your mind. You were shown a dream and you accepted that dream. And you have to face consequences. You have to face music, which you are facing now. Somebody warned you, remember. If you don't remember, I recall. I am not congressman. I am just citizen like you. But those who are capable, I certainly respect those. Dr. Manmohan Singh is very capable person. He was a capable prime minister. You cannot say no. You may say something, but I don't accept that. He changed your country. He did a lot for this country, but he never claimed. Dr. Manmohan Singh never claimed any achievement because it is his duty, he said. He said one day, whatever I do, whatever results are, these are speaking, not myself. That is right professionally. And one more statement he made, which I think you do not remember. I recall to you that one. And that was, if these people who are now in power, he hinted to us, if these people come to power, there will be drastic situation in this country. You'll find very troubling situation. He had meant to say that. He said that, he told you, but you took it jokingly because you had to insult that guy. And when you insult some honest person, some intellectual, a person who is devoted to this nation, who is very highly proficient and qualified, who is actually meant for changing scenario, you insulted that person from time to time, many times. Every day actually you insulted that person, and that person tolerated that, digested that. You insulted, Prime Minister insulted, all insulted that person. You every day committed a kind of sin. You all are sinners because you're swayed. That person contributed a lot to this nation. Forget Congress, I'm not talking Congress. That person is a professional. Yes, everybody has some weaknesses and some good qualities. Nobody is perfect. Everybody is human. But that person did a lot for this country. You cannot deny that fact. But you insulted that honest guy, dedicated guy, poor guy who was one time much poorer than what present claims. You just tortured that person mentally by making public statements. You have to suffer. And you are suffering now. That person is not suffering, you are suffering. That person is feeling that what's happening to my country. His forecast came true at all locations, all times. What is said about this party is happening. You realize it much more than happening, much more than that is said it's happening now. He said nothing, but it's happening. This means who is responsible for your grievances, for your problems? I can openly say it, we are responsible. We public are responsible. Whatever adversities we are facing now from law angle or from constitution angle or from governance angle. When public is on road, when unrest is seen, uprising is seen, this means something is certainly incorrect. Something is certainly not acceptable somewhere in our system. Otherwise, why should public come? We have thousands of political so-called agents, leaders. They are there. It's their duty, but they have failed in their duties. Now, my simple question to you is, I will not criticize institutions just now. My question to all of you is, all citizens who are acting, who are speaking against government, which government you are speaking against? My question to you is this. Where is the government you are speaking against? You think who are in governing power, their government? My question to everybody who is protesting, simple question is, whom do you protest? Are you protesting to Prime Minister? Or you are protesting someone else? Then you are wrong. You have no right to protest Prime Ministers. You have no right to speak against a minister. You have no right to speak against someone. First, you are wrong. You, as a citizen of this country, you opted someone to come to power without knowing background, without knowing his mind and heart. You allowed that person to come to power and through some other persons. Now, my question to you all again is, why do you blame government when you are blaming yourself? You have to blame yourself. Whom you voted for? My question is this. Whom did you vote for? Did you vote for Prime Minister or you voted for someone else? Your right in Constitution is not to vote for a Prime Minister. Do you know that? If you cannot know this point, simply those educated youth who are crying now, my question to everyone is, whom should you vote for? You never understood this in Constitution was written. You never read Constitution, in fact. And still now you are not understanding Constitution. You are just reading page of preambles and nothing else, Article 14 or something, 2 or 3 articles you read and you are just moving on roads. Your Constitution says, our Constitution says, we are not required by Constitution, we are not at all authorized, empowered by Constitution to elect Prime Ministers or elect government. This point you don't understand. None of you understands. And it's pity that crores of students and people, educated ones, they cannot realize this point that they are at a wrong point. You voted to whom? Raise a question to yourself. You elected member of parliaments, though you didn't know that, but you elected them. You are questioning to Prime Minister. Why? Why do you question to Prime Minister? My question to you is, then you will ask, whom should you question? Yes, you have to ask yourself. Did you vote to Prime Minister or you voted to MP? Whom you voted? There are 545 members of parliaments of Lok Sabha in this country. And there are 250 members of parliaments in Rajya Sabha in this country. How many of you contacted them? Did you contact any one of them? Why did you contact them regarding this question? Did you call them to your meetings or did you write to them? Why you miss this? You know who they are? These people, they are taking salaries from us. We are paying them a lot of money. They are enjoying life based on public funds. Why did you not question them? They are your immediate agents. Remember, just like we say our immediate senior, it is your immediate representative is your MP at national level. Why did you not go to them to raise question, or why did you not call them to your road show or road staging? After all, they are your servants. MP is your representative. He voted in favor of this bill, this act. Why don't you raise question to them? Even if they are opposition people, they have a right to answer. They should fight for you. If they are government people, I don't care. They have to answer on what basis they voted in support of this bill, this law. Why don't you quarrel with them? Why don't you dispute with them? There is nothing wrong in that. They are responsible for this, not Prime Minister, not Home Minister. Home Minister and Prime Minister are servant to Parliament. They brought something for approval, but Parliament could reject that. So who is responsible? Fact remains that Prime Minister is not responsible. Prime Minister could be defied, could be defeated on this. It is all MPs who are responsible. Try to understand this point. Many times I explained, people don't understand. If MPs could reject this bill, it could not become a law. Prime Minister is not final authority. And Home Minister is nothing. Forget Home Minister, because PM includes all ministers. I don't care for Home Ministers. PM includes all ministers. This is our law. Because PM is head of council. If PM is rejected, whole government is rejected. So don't worry about what Home Minister says. Condemn that, ignore that. And when you compare to legislature, ignore PM. PM is also bound if our legislature accepts something, what value PM has got? PM has got no value. It is no criticism of fact. And you people are not understanding because you have also become emotional. And those people want to emotionalize you. Remember, Prime Minister or party of Prime Minister, they are always inclined to keep you emotional in mind. And they are successful. My request to you all is, forget this. Call MPs of your area to you or contact them. Raise questions to them. Bring them to public because they got your votes for their victory. They have to answer to you. I wrote to my MP on Facebook, his Facebook, my Facebook. That person did not reply. I raised a question. You are an advocate also by profession. You are an advocate. You are required or supposed to know Constitution. And he is from BJP. Why did you support this bill? Are you slave to Prime Minister? I plainly wrote this. Why should I fear? If my country is suffering, I have to raise question. I did not get any answer, and I don't expect that person will answer. I don't expect that. Plainly speaking. I told him, I am member of electorate of your area. Answer me. That person did not answer that. And that is really very bad. It is very, very bad. That person did not answer. And I don't expect any answer now. It is really amusing to say that you have to change your attitude. And if you can change your attitude, you will find problems always. It's question of nation. It's question of something else. If you cannot change it, you cannot change yourself. If you want to change a nation, if you want to solve problems, you have to change your track of motion. You are not changing track of motion. You are moving on wrong track. My suggestion is call all MPs area-wise to that area and question them. Bring press, get press also there. Let these MPs answer, because this is public parliament. Public parliament is more responsible than small parliament. After all, you voted to them. You did not vote to Prime Minister practically, theoretically. You may imagine, but your vote went to MP. That is fact of life. Your MP is answerable to you. If you cannot raise question to your MP, you cannot raise question to someone. Your MP is paid for that. Your MP could belong to whatever political party. You call them and raise questions. And if they are not able to answer, they are not competent, simple. If they do not satisfy public what they have done, if they are responsive to that, don't wait. Request him to resign. That's all. We do not need competent, incompetent people. It is your power to ensure that your MP works for you, not for government and not for someone else. Your MP is a member of a body of legislation. Your MP is not a member of a government or executive. You did not elect government, you elected MP. You did not elect Prime Minister. This is what Constitution says. Read Article 81 of our Constitution. What does it say? Open your mind. It says you have to constitute Lok Sabha. You have to constitute Lok Sabha means you have to elect your representative of your area. You have not to elect Prime Minister. This is our constitutional mandate, which people always missed. Because these political leaders don't want you to understand that. Because every political leader is shopkeeper head. It may be Congress shop, it may be BJP shop, it may be any shop. They are all that. You have to consider that. And that is really very different. And I can say, you do that. You understand that. And if you cannot understand, you cannot solve this problem. This problem is very grave, very concerned, and you have to understand this. Call all MPs to your areas. Ask them questions. If they cannot answer this, ask them, get lost. We don't need those. If you can do that, you will solve problem. You can solve your problem, you can do that. Believe me. If you cannot do that, you will fail this country. You will fail democracy. You will fail social. Everything you will fail. Because Constitution shall fail. And it is failing. It has started failing. Because public is aware. Yes, public is aware for something else. Stop blaming PM. Because PM is not your boss. Stop blaming ministry. Stop blaming everything. Problem is, people are not teaching us. Those who must teach, they are not teaching us. Advocates are there, they must teach public, they are not teaching. Because they know, they want their domination. If they teach you, you learn something, you will not value them. It's for all advocates, all senior as well. They know very well, they are expert of Constitution. They are experts, but they don't want public to understand all this. Same thing applies to institutions. They don't want public to know their power. Fact is, public is powerful. No bill can be passed without public mandate, remember. It is duty, it's procedure that bill must be published first before being introduced to Parliament, because it affects public. It's not going to affect some individual organization or individual institution. It is going to affect whole nation. It's going to affect constitution. So it must have been notified to public as draft, which they did not do it. So you can raise this question to MP. What MP was doing in Parliament? Why he did not read that clearly? Why did not force government to publish it or Parliament to publish it? You raise these questions. After all, one word basis that member of Parliament voted in favor of this bill. If that member voted against this bill, how he could not get successful? What were points that these MPs could not understand? Why these MPs did not think for constitution? Why these MPs could not think for people? Why these MPs could not think for nation? All these points we have to understand. And if we cannot understand this point, we cannot understand anything. It's not too late, but it is a very serious issue. We have to understand all these points. And if we cannot understand these points, we cannot understand anything. You are all citizens of this country, and we are all brothers and sisters together. My duty is, as citizen of this country, to give you right advice. I cannot do anything politically because I am not a political person. I am an ordinary person, like you are ordinary. But I have gone through, because of my certain personal interest, through constitution many times and all those articles which are relevant to us. And I write on this, I speak on this, but people do not listen. Even now you are not listening. You are keeping constitution on your heads, it's very nice. You are reading preambles, it is very nice. You are talking, it's very nice. You are arousing, it's very nice. You are rising, it's very nice. But these are all physical items. These are all physical acts which do not have any value in our eyes of law. Our courts do not care if you demonstrate or don't demonstrate. Law, it cannot be impacted if you demonstrate. Judges don't have value if you sit on roads or don't sit on roads. And government least bothers, because for them it is very common. You keep on roads, I don't say don't, keep on, but with right approach. You call MPs there. They have to come. They have to come there. After all, they are your agents. They are your representatives. If your representative doesn't come to you on your request, there's no meaning of representation. Because he came when he wanted votes. He came to you or not? You call them now. Submit your application to him. Come on to this date. We want to talk to you. Or you go there and talk to him or her. You have to do that. If you don't do that, you will fail. Remember, you will fail. It is your duty to call them. I don't know why don't you call them. You call them. It is your duty. It is your right. It is your constitutional right, your legal right. And if you don't do this, you will miss so much. This is what my advice to you is. Otherwise, you will miss everything. You will miss everything. This is a question of your future. This is a question of your present. This is a question of your children. This is a question of the coming hundreds of years. When our Prime Minister is talking of his party, he is not talking of nation. He says, we have come, what BJP wants to do that. If PM says that, it is really surprising. He has not come for this constitution. He has come to do what is required by BJP to do. This means he is more inclined to BJP manifesto than to constitution of our country. I don't know why people are not speaking against this statement. Nothing to do with BJP manifesto. He is not BJP president or prime minister. He is Bharat prime minister. He has to comply with constitution, and BJP's future is, BJP's design is Hindu Rashtra, not Bharat Rashtra, not Republic of Bharat. So there is a conflict, and he says they will work for 100 years to come. What does it mean? It means He ignores you. He ignores every citizen because Constitution is ignored. This Constitution is only valued to time when you take oath, not more than that. This Constitution is not valued otherwise. When you are taking oath, this Constitution is holy book, and after that, this is scrap. Just keep in your drawer or in your almirah and forget it. That is what's happening. And we are accepting that. Nobody opens it after that. No minister, no MP opens this book after that. And they condone this. They speak anything without even referring to this book, this law, this Constitution. All parties same. This is equally applicable to all parties. Congress is no different. They are same. I have noted many instances in Parliament when they just say this is something BJP has done or this member is against this. Then the speaker asks, show me where is this reference, and they could not produce reference. This happens. Means speak anything without any degree of seriously. They are not serious. They don't know where is this article, in which article is given. Speak anything. Because Parliament is a school, teacher is there, speak anything, no problem. This is fact of life. But people are losing. They shall lose. You will keep losing, I'm telling you. You will lose. Until you do not just understand Constitution and your powers. Don't be flayed, don't be swayed. They want you be emotional, simple. Because if public is emotional, it's good for them. When public is emotional, there's a different degree of emotions among all citizens. One will be more angry, one will be less angry. One will be thinking, one will not thinking. And emotion means your minds stop working. When you are emotional, you stop working, you stop thinking. Or you work too much. Because you have emotional power. You are up, temperature is up. I can do this, I'm in emotion, and you can beat someone. You can go against law. When you are angry, you can beat someone. Because emotions means high anger or very low anger. Okay, I don't know this, finish, I don't this, don't tell me. Emotion is a disease. Arising your sentiments is a disease. Because emotions means opposite to mind. They want you that. They want you keep always yourself in emotions, and this is real property. This is character of our Prime Minister. At least he is very good designer of emotions. He can emotionalize you in every speech, and he speaks as such. He is very big saint, and you are swayed, and still you are swayed because you are not finding problem. You are blaming Prime Minister. And I am saying Prime Minister is not to be blamed. He is to be charged. Don't blame him. You charge him when required. You charge whole government. But first find facts. And fact is, you blame your MPs first. If you can handle your MPs, this government shall fall, believe me. Call them. You did not do this job. Leave your position. Resign. Force him to resign. Because you have a right to do that. You voted to him to power. And you can devote him also by your speech. Because you are failing to serve you, we don't want you. Simple. No need of any reference in Constitution. After all, he is your appointee. You elected. Maybe 30% people in your area support him, 70% don't support. You have to explain to him, either change this law, go and force government to bring another bill or an ordinance to change this or re-affect this, or up and all this, whatever he can do. Or else you are just wasting, because that person is enjoying life. That person is not thinking about you. It is his duty, MP's duty, think about you, and that person is careless. Oh, okay, let Prime Minister suffer, let Prime Minister fight with people, and people are fighting with Prime Minister. Simple. Yes, we can blame, we can speak against him because he is also responsible, but first step is MP. MP is your person again, I tell you. Ask him to stand and answer. Mail to him. Let all mail, not one, all mail. Mail, everybody mail. His mail is available. You search on internet, you will find who is MP of your area and what are, or you write on his Facebook or write or wherever it is. You take chance and fill his boxes and call him. Write in your mail, come here, we are waiting you for here. Tell police also we are calling MP. What's wrong with that? Write to police, we are inviting MP, no problem for that. Write to your commissioner of your area, we are inviting MP. He has to come. It's public right. You have every right to question your MP. After all, he is your representative. He is not Prime Minister's representative. MP doesn't mean he is absolved of everything. No, he can't be absolved. He cannot be absolved. He is responsible. He has undertaken oath under Constitution that somebody comes, he will listen to him. It's oath of office, oath of secrecy, oath of Constitution. He has to work accordingly. So you are calling him, he has to listen to you. You are sending message to him, he has to respond. If he cannot come to you and respond to you, what for is there? Just to sit in Parliament and enjoy life? No. Parliament is something else. He's member of Parliament, means member of your area. He has to listen to citizens of that area. This is my advice to all demonstrators, all students, all whoever are participating all over this country. Think this way. If you don't think this way, you will miss a lot. This is right route. And if all institutions know that people are on right route, automatically they shall come to right routes. Because your action initiates their action. Your actions initiate their action. If executive comes to know that legislature is in problem, automatically they will correct them. Because if legislature falls, executive falls, remember. And if executive falls, then change is there. Simple. There is change. If your legislature falls, there must be another election. Things are solved, problems are solved. Why is judiciary not responding properly? Because they fear. Simple. They are human beings. First they are human beings, then they are judicial officers. So everybody thinks for self first. Keep aside oath. Everybody wants to remain safe, and they are also citizens of this country. They have also families. Nobody wants to encounter government because government is always powerful. Government is having armed forces. Government is having your police. Government can do whatever they want because they have money. They have power. And another point which is very important to be discussed here, this point was the MP point. Keep in your mind, if you can help yourself, I support you. Because just shouting slogans, speaking this and sitting, it is not, they want you to do this actually. They want you to do this because this is not intellectual act. This is not intellectual act, this is a mob act. Intellectual act is attack them. My mind, use your mind to attack them. I'm not talking of physical attack, mental attack, psychological act. They should know that people are against you. That is more important. That's root. Control your MPs and control Prime Minister automatically is there. You control MPs, all government is controlled. Problem is you ignore MP. Again I say, You are not electing MP virtually, but you should elect MPs. Means at election itself, you erode its power. You even don't know sometimes whom you elected, but you elected. Because you elected someone else. You elected PM. I want this PM. Where you eroded authority of MP. So MP knows my authority, nobody knows me. I am just for sake of, on behalf of PM, because P is because PM who got me elected. So I am for PM, not for public. Means this is completely reverse to provisions and constitution. You are for people. MP is for people, but MP thinks that he is not for people, he is from Prime Minister. There is chain broken. System is crushed here. So bring yourself to right system. If you control MP, PM is nothing, believe me. PM is nothing. This is fact. Can you try it? Okay, it's up to you. My duty is to advise public, because first of all, I cannot reach everybody. I'm not that big person. But to whomever I can reach, I can write on Facebook, I can write on Twitter, I can send my message through Facebook, through this video. But it's up to you to receive or not to receive. People are speaking so much, demonstrating so much, but nobody knows where is focus. Nobody knows focus. Cry, cry, and cry. And they want discontinue. They want discontinue. They don't want to stop here. And that is what the problem is all about. And I understand that. What do you want, mister? What do you want? Hello? What do you want? Why are you calling every time? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Let me continue. Yes, somebody was there online. Yes. I don't know what I was talking. Yes, what I am saying, another point is, that is very important point. Point is, there's a group on RSS, and I'm taking clearly. RSS was born in 1925. We know all that. Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. What does it mean? Rashtriya means national. What is Swayam means self. Sevak means service. Sangh means unity. What for they are there? They call themselves NGO. Okay, they may be NGO, I don't care for. There are lakhs of NGOs in this country. You are one of them. But fact remains that they are leading government. This was their only aim in their life, to come to power. By direct or indirect means, because they are not political people, they have a political son or daughter, and that's called BJP. And this BJP is also not BJP, actually this is Jana Sangh. Maybe these youth people do not know this. There was a party called Jan Sangh. And what is Jan Sangh? You should also know that. Who are they? You remember 1947? Our country got freedom. There was migration of people from Bharat to Pakistan and Pakistan to Bharat. Some people left this country, joined that country. And some people left that country and joined our country. Yes, people came from Sindh and from many other parts. You can say North Frontiers, many other areas people came from to our lands. They came to Kurukshetra, Karnal, they came to Bombay areas, they came to Gujarat areas, they came from East Pakistan as well. Means these people migrated because of partition. These people actually joined our country in many areas of trades, areas of agriculture, and areas of, you can say, higher level of trade. They formed one party, and this is that. They were, of course, they were better educated than people here in that time. They were having better education, and generally we call them in our own style. We call them. There are two terms we use, which are of course not very relevant, but we use them. And one is called refugee people or Punjabi. Refugee Punjabi. There are two types of Punjabis. One is refugee Punjabis, but is from Punjab. So these were given titled that time refugees from Pakistan who were rehabilitated there, resettled here. And those people who belong to this originally, this part, they were called local people. I'm not talking about south portion. It doesn't relate to them. South area is different. I am talking about Bengal, and some people came from East Pakistan and they joined Bengal. And these people came, they joined Haryana, Punjab, and they joined Delhi, they joined Gujarat area and some Bombay area. These people, because they migrated from there, they struggled. Of course they struggled. I cannot say that what property they had there, that is different issue. They left and they got property in lieu of that here under resettlement procedures devised by Jawaharlal Nehru and our government that time. These people formed a party that time, and these were generally Punjabis and lot of Bania type people. You can say Bania type, those who believe in business. These people formed a political group that was known by name of Jan Sangh. Same Jan Sangh changed its name when they included themselves with Janata Party. They became part of that long procedure, you can say, from 1940s to 1950 onwards. Many elections, they were just interested in local elections, municipality elections, and in particular Delhi metropolitan elections, and also in Madhya Pradesh they got many governments there. Similarly, they got many governments in 2 or 3 places in this country. They were very, very localized people. They opposed Indira Gandhi many times. These people opposed Privy Purse demolition. Indira Gandhi cancelled Privy Purse. Indira Gandhi removed many private banks, converted them to state banks, national banks. Indira Gandhi removed titles of kings and nawabs from our constitution. Indira Gandhi did a lot on that. They opposed Indira Gandhi. I think I don't understand till today what was there to oppose in that. I could not understand in those who want the Jan Sangh and Congress, but people were generally interested in Congress, and some of these people were only Jan Sangh. General public was with Congress in those days, but we could not understand. I was young, but till today I could not understand why this party opposed bank nationalization and abolition of titles of kings and abolition of their privy purses. Privy purse, you should know what is privy purse. We got 350 states that time, princely states with us. These states were united. Government of our country agreed with these princely states on writing that you will be paid certain royalty because you were earning taxes, and now because we are taking over these states, you will get a part of taxes. I think maybe 8% or 9% royalty was paid to them. And these states, this princes and this nawabs, they used to get that money. Remember, from 1947 to till this was done in 1970, near about 1976 or something, they got money paid by government. Indira Gandhi came to know and she rejected it. She rejected their titles. They used His Excellency, Raja Sahab, like that. She rejected all those titles. She rejected their princely royalty. These people opposed that. I don't understand what was basics behind that. Why did this party oppose that? This indicates mentality of party. Means they were supporting those riches. Those riches. These people opposed bank nationalization because banks were held by rich people, lalas, Marwadis. They opposed that. This means they were a part of that society. These were part of those riches and was powerful. It can be said that way. Until today, when they changed their name from Jan Sangh to BJP, then Janata Party split in 1977, when Indira Gandhi came back. Because these people could not manage government, these people used to fight together, and many groups which came to them, many parties, they fractured again. They got fragmented. Indira Gandhi was back. They lost power, so they transformed their Jan Sangh to BJP. That is their history. But they had only one backing. That backing is RSS and Hindu Mahasabha. And like that, they wanted to get into power at any cost. Though they did nothing for freedom struggle, they supported British against Congress. They hated Congress all time. It's still that, but they emotionalized people. They narrated false stories about Congress. They tried everything to remove Congress, and Congress was innocent. In fact, foolish party, I should say, not innocent. Congress has proved that it is foolish party. Foolish in a sense, you entertain these people more than required. You entertain these people. Jawaharlal entertained these people at every point, at migration point, and when someone banned RSS, he supported remove ban. I'm not now criticizing someone, but fact is this RSS and BJP is that virus in our society now. It is in government. They have no philosophy for poor people. They have no philosophy for nation. They have only one philosophy. This nation should be called Hindu Rashtra. And what is Hindu Rashtra? They have no explanation. They have no explanation. They can't answer because there is no Hindu Rashtra. They know it is. Their name itself is not Hindu. This is Bharatiya Janata Party. They know they are Bharati, but because they want Hindu Rashtra, and actually Hindu means Pandits and Baniyas. Pandit means who migrated from Iraq and Iran long back, 3,000 years back. And Baniyas means those who are monies, the rich people. Actually, that portion of society, and by their dissemination of history, bad history, others have started accepting. In our culture, there is no Pandit. Show me in our culture, where is Pandit? Pandit has different meaning. Pandit means very, very excellently learned scholar. That is Pandit. Pandit means whose mind works and can reach every pore of any material to know what material is all about. That is Pandit. But these Pandit versus Brahman or alias Brahmins, they just prove differently and they mislead people. They mislead people. They mislead differently. Anyway, my scope of talk is not Pandit or Brahman. My talk is different. My talk is that these people just want that only those upper class people whom they consider upper class rule this country. And practically it is. Congress is also no different. Yes, little different, you can say. Little humanly they are. They are not devil. They can consolidate, they can contain and digest different people of society. Of course, they are also same, no difference. But these are different. That time they supported kings, they supported their privy purses, they opposed nationalization of banks, and now they are supporting again those riches. Differently they are supporting. Whatever nationalization was done by Congress, Congress nationalized these companies they created. They nationalized banks, they want to privatize these companies. Means complete reversal of cycle is ongoing. And there is no one to oppose because BJP MPs will not oppose and other MPs are dead. Somebody is trapped in ED, somebody is trapped in CBI, somebody is trapped here and there because corruption exists everywhere. It's a question of 70 years. Everybody is directly or indirectly involved somewhere in some scale, higher or lower, with corruption state. Everybody is there. Maybe our youth are ignorant about this. It is not a simple question of constitution alone. It's a question of what we have done so far. Congress is sleeping, unfortunately, and all other parties are sleeping. Why they are sleeping, I don't know. They only know. They are not supporting people. They are only giving some speeches and going back. But don't worry, people are people. You do all what you are doing, it's not bad. You speak against, you demonstrate, do whatever you want, but adopt right course. If you don't adopt right course, demonstration got no meaning. Who remembers Anna? Tell me now. Anna did a lot. Of course, they got successful. They got change of government, but change of government is not an answer. After all, by change of government, we spoil our nation. That is also a fact. Now we realize after a gap of 6 years that by changing government, what did we receive? What did we achieve? Zero, negative. That time, all were dead against Congress, generally, as if Congress had looted this nation, Congress had sold this nation. Every congressman has 1 lakh crores in foreign banks, 50,000 crores in foreign banks. But where are those 50,000 or 1 lakh crores in foreign banks? Why did that amount not come back? Who shall answer that? There is no answer. Nobody is talking about that. Immediately at first step, they have taken a joint government. They initiated what commission according to SCI requirement, all that. This is Black Money Commission under Justice M.B. Shah. What is that commission doing? Nobody knows. What about black money? Nobody knows. Whatever money was claimed at that time, nobody questioned that. We shall give you 0.15 crores to each or 15 lakhs to each. Nobody is questioning. That is a joke only. Okay, manifesto is always a joke. Speeches made in elections are always mock. Even our Prime Minister accepts that. This Prime Minister has created new theory for elections. That you speak anything in election, no meaning. Strange theory. New civics. New election theory it is. You can promise anything, don't worry. I don't know how public accepts such thing. You can speak anything in elections, who bothers? This means whatever they talk is all hoax. Whatever political leaders talk in speeches, in elections, all hoax. It is all bakwas. Don't trust them. What for you go to speech? What for you go to listen to him? If it's all bakwas, it's all hoax. No need. But you don't go, no problem. They'll buy people. They'll hire them at 200 to 500 rupees per day. So they are happening. That's happening. They think same thing for you demonstrators. That you are getting money every day. Well, this is uniform. They want to demoralize you. They want to arouse your anger. This is formula executives adopting. This formula is working for you. They want this situation to continue. So that some people are this end and some people are on other end. And their shop works. Behind scene, they are selling many companies. They are dealing with many agreements, and you are not knowing about that. Newspaper is not giving any news. Television is not giving news. You go demonstrate fire. Until you pull legs off MPs, nothing will change. Remember, first governing authority is member of parliament. Again and again, I am referring to you this. If you cannot think of your member of parliament, you help him actually. What I am saying is, help yourself means you help member of parliament. Make him realize that he is responsible for what's being done. If you ask questions, this means you are trying to make him realize, Mr. MP, it is you and only you who supported this devil legislation, this anti-constitutional legislation, this unconstitutional legislation. It's you only who is responsible for its approval, not Prime Minister, which is a fact. If you oppose this would not have passed. But you did not do that. Had you opposed this, believe this scenario would be different. Before bringing to parliament, language would have been different. Think intellectually. Don't just be, don't just accept what others are saying. Don't accept just that one. I can say, I can understand that everybody cannot think that way, but particularly students community who are getting education in JNU, in Jamia, in Aligarh, or in Delhi universities, all other universities, they are learning people. They have a spirit in them, a soul in them to learn, and they have fresh minds. They can catch constitutional framework themselves very easily, better than even advocates catch, better than journalists catch. Go through this. No need of going through all chapters. Just few articles you read. Read Article 74. You will know what is Prime Minister, who appoints that Prime Minister. Read Article 81. You shall know who is your representative, what you have to do, and that's it. And then read other details, like what are responsibilities. Think on that. Don't need to read all Constitution. At least question. You must have a capacity to question. Just dancing, shouting, this and that will not serve any purpose. Yes, we have done a lot. It's your right. We have done rightly. But if you want to fire PM, if you want to short fire PM, if you want to short fire this law, this government, hold MPs. Simple. Step 1, send mail to MP or write on Facebook, question MP, why did you support this law? If that is your BJP MP or NDA MP. Okay, those people in opposition who didn't support, you can also write to them, how can you support us in parliament? How can you support us when we want to oppose government? This you must do. And if you cannot do this, beat about bushes, nothing will happen. These people are not interested in your service. They are interested in their targets. And I have told you their targets. They have their people in police force. Remember, your police force is not professionally independent. RSS guys are there in police force, and probably RSS guys are there in armed forces now. So your police force is also not exclusively professional. And that is what's happening. They are beating public without having any professional ethics. They are doing every crime there because of that. This is what I think. So do not expect that police would serve you. Do not expect that officers would serve you. Do not expect that judiciary officers will be Satyavadi Harishchandra, because they have to live also. Consider them human beings. Consider them civilians. Then you will understand their grievances, their plights. They are very big. They cannot speak. They have to maintain their dignity, their decorum. Well, they should do. But we have to understand silently their problem. Only thing is, if your MP is with you, everything will be solved. If you understand this point, then you can find out which way is better for you. Gandhi style is better, which was applicable in 1957 to 1947. That's better, or some Subhas style is required, or part and part. It is 2020 and RSS in power. RSS is in power. Hindu Mahasabha is in power. It's not BJP. BJP is a mask. These are those people who oppose your freedom from British. These are those people who wanted to rule directly in 1947. It is those people who do not believe in Constitution. They believe in Hindu consolidation as said by this RSS head. They do not believe in SC/ST. They believe in Brahmins and money people. They don't believe in you people. If you are Brahmin, they will believe. It's up to you if you consider Brahmin or Baniya Maniwala or whatever you consider yourself. Here I don't want to talk about caste because this is no use. I am not that low level person who will speak about caste or religion. My interest is, my focus is on constitution and its powers. And that is what I'm trying to confine myself, to limit myself, which is best policy. And constitutions gives a lot of rights, many rights, not written but implied. It is implied. We missed those rights for many decades because of political parties. No political party likes that you should understand constitution. No political party likes that you should know difference of prime minister and MP. They don't like this, They know it. I cannot say they don't. They know it. But they would not teach you that. You have to learn yourself. You have to learn yourself. You have been moved by them for 14 elections, but you have to change it now. You forget that you elected PM. Forget now. You forget you elected some person in position of PM. You take out of your mind. You replace in your mind that you elected MP. And when it comes to your mind that you elected MP, certainly your approach will change. Because it's your MP, and just like you say, it's my employee, it's my assistant, it's my support. So MP is your support. This is very big question. I'm talking many times today. Then you decide you want to be Gandhi formula, you want to use that formula, or you want to stand up and contest with these people. Just exclusive use of silence is also no use. Just, oh, I am sitting on dharna, I am this. Sit on dharna. What they are wasting? They will just oppose you on every step, any account. You may say, oh, kill us and we are ready to kill. Why are you ready to be killed? My question is that. When if you say we are ready to be killed, why I should be ready to be killed by these people? Are they foreigners? They are our people. I have to question them. Or I would have come on, get down the seat. Finish. Why I authorize these people to kill me? Shoot me? I am citizen. I am paying you. How can I allow you to kill me, to beat me? How can I allow police to act upon me without any crime? Police has to understand that they are constitutional servants, statutory servants. They are not government servants. They are public servants. Government is paying them, but from our taxes. They are not government servants. They are public servants. They have statutory powers. They have constitutional powers. So use for constitution, not for government. And this applies to institutions also, all institutions. No one is government servant. They're all public servants. These 4 judges who came in public taught us. We missed that lecture. It was only 5-10 minutes lecture, but this was very important lecture. We ignored it and we are suffering. We ignored election, we are suffering. We ignored what Manmohan Singh and we are suffering. So we ignored so many points at so many places, so we have to suffer. But suffering has to go now. Contact your MPs, and that's it. Act upon that. And then decide you have to demonstrate or you have to make them demonstrate. I want to see a stage when ministers come and say, sorry, we are going to change it. Sorry you suffered because of us. We apologize for your inconvenience. I want that business promotion stage, that they have to come down from their power and tell public, okay, We will not make this mistake again. We will consult you that reversal is required in our system. Once they realize that MPs are in trouble, they will try to damage control. They will try damage control. They will try to control whatever damage is caused. Now they know people are fools. Whole cabinet knows people are fools, and don't mind it, please. But they know this. They realize this. People are on wrong track. You are just demonstrating without any action. Just demonstrating the action. And they will fool you. It happened in China. It happened, they call certain very veteran females, ladies, women to LG home and requested them not to do it. What does it show? It shows they know what they are doing. And they also know what you are doing, because their spies are everywhere. Their informers are everywhere. So what you are doing is known to them. You don't think they don't know. They know every second information with them. And they want this to continue so that people get harassed. Those who are passers-by, they get harassed and start speaking against you. This is what they want. Divide further and further and further, so that people come in support of government. People come in support of law should be maintained. Law and order should be maintained. In name of law and order, they want to break your unity, and they shall be successful. Therefore, only way to save is do not be emotionalized. Question is important than emotions. Fortunate you are that there is no political support, and that is best one. Had there been political support, there would be something else till now. Because political support means they would like to draw benefit for themselves. That is bad one. Public is about politics. And I respect this public who has opened their conscience, opened their minds to come to fight with certain atrocious law, devil law. This is a good one. But alone, law is not having good support for solution. You have to use some other support, some other law, some other backing to solve your problem. I respect Gandhi. Everybody respects Gandhi. Gandhi taught us that non-violence is good and violence is bad. But that is not ultimate answer. Yes, in those circumstances, it was okay, fine. Non-violence is bad. But if somebody doesn't understand that, if your government does not understand that, they are of different nature. They do not understand your language. They do not understand your non-violence. What you would do? How long? These people are having a lot of resistance. They don't care about you. English people wanted to crush you actually, but these people don't want to crush you. They want to keep you in abeyance. They know if you crush you now anymore, they will get bad name. They will just torture you, just like they are torturing JNK. It's more than 6 months, I think 6 months around. 5th month or 6th month, it is 5th of August to now. August, September, October, November, December, January. It is now 6 months. JNK, since it was, you can say, it was 370 was dissolved, was removed. They are not cared about that. They are not caring about that. They want to hang on. Let them fight together. Let them torture themselves. Same thing they are going to do against you. They are not interested in economical improvement. They are not, because they have no solution. Remember, they want to hide their weakness by cover of yours attitude, don't allow them to apply that on you, and only answer is call them and then decide you want to do non-violence or you want to move dynamically. I am saying move dynamically means you have to walk and talk. You have to walk and talk. Sometimes this is a walk talk program. You have to walk with yourself and talk to these people. And if you don't talk to these people, nobody shall understand everything, because they are not very well developed people. They are not very brilliant people. They are having unsound minds, so they don't understand what you're talking about. Talk and talk. Hold, surround them. They must sit in front of you. Now we are doing dharna. You make them dharna rather than you are on dharna. It is very different. I'm talking. It is very attitude I'm talking. Believe me, it is a dynamic angle I'm talking. That is not violence. If required, you surround these MPs, and if required, you surround ministers. End these questions. You shall find solution of problems. There is nothing that is impossible. When court is not helping public, court is just bound by its procedures, while procedures is not life, public is life. If there is atom bomb falling here, dropped here, court will talk of procedures. If people are dying, court will talk of procedures. If court talks of procedures, that means that court is robot, not human. Humanity is first consideration. If public is in trouble, people are in trouble, it's duty of court to take so note of that point. But court has not taken that. Court is talk logic. Okay, you talk logic because you're court. Talk logic. Wait for 2-3 years. But public think you wait. Do you think you wait? Let court wait, no problem. Law takes its own course, they say. But public course is very dynamic. The same public which vibrated British, which stunned them, which put them in machine and stunned them, and British were defeated, of course, by peaceful means. So you do same. Make these MPs sit before you and let them apologize before you, and force them to force parliament to change this law, or else write resignation and go. And if even 50-60 MP write resignation, government is going to fall. Let them fall. What did I get from this government? Why should I wait for this government? Why should I wait for 5 years? Why should I wait for 5 years? Constitution does not say you have to wait for 5 years. It says that 5 years is life, but it does not debar you from stopping it to wait for 5 years. No, don't wait. We want midterm election. Finish. Let midterm election come in. There is a provision. If system failure is there, if machinery failure is there, then states can be dissolved. State assembly can be dissolved. Why public cannot dissolve legislature? And if legislature is dissolved, government automatically dissolves. You have to, this should be your focus. This should be your milestone. This is very serious issue. I'm not inciting, I'm just explaining what is the route out, what is way out, which actually your advocate should have taught you, should have consulted, should have advised you. But I think they're also in turmoil. Panic is existing in society. And when panic exists in society, nervousness comes in. And this nervousness is not leading you anywhere. Actually, there is no problem. Problem has been created by legislature and executive knowingly, by plots, by designs, which is very crystal clear. There was no need of this regulation, this law, because already laws exist. Constitution mandates what is citizenship, and Citizen Act is there, 1955, which has been amended by CAA, though there was no need, no requirement, but they did it. Okay? If they can do it, they can redo it. That force should be with you. Therefore, do what you are doing, but add to that. You are doing something stationary, don't be stationary. Be mobile and involve a legislature with you and kick off if required. If legislature with you, you can achieve. These MPs must realize that you are acting as Gandhi, you can also act as Subhash. They must realize that. If Gandhi was there, Subhash was also there. Both were there. Of course, they could not agree on something, but that was in that era. When police beats you, your own police, that you have to move. You are not born to be killed by police. Not at all. Why should I be killed by police? I have no right to be killed by police. I am not fighting with foreign powers. I am fighting with my own people. So why should they kill me? Who are they? Okay, they were foreigners. They had nothing to stay there. We were their slaves. But we are not slaves now. We are sovereign republic. Every citizen is sovereign republic. Why should I worry about you? If you have your official duties, I have my official rights. Both have to compete with each other. Yes, if I break law, you can act according to law. You cannot directly shoot me because you like to shoot. No, you cannot do that. That determination should be made first. And that can come only when you pull those who have power. Pull them. Then decide Gandhi or Subhash. It's 23rd today, birthday of Subhash. We have to learn it today. You have to compare both according to requirement. You can go through moderation of both or isolation of both. Gandhi's way is very good indeed, as well as Subhash's way is dynamic. You have to mix up two, you can, and that's the only way. Mix up that. I'm not saying explode, mix up. Cannot solve problem just by sitting, move also. You have people with you, you have lot of people with you, you have to move. And direction has come from LG when he called certain members. This means you follow it. When they call you, you can also call them, but call right people. Don't call LG, no need. Don't call governor, no need. Call culprit. I say culprit. And I again say culprit. Who is that? That is Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is your culprit. Rajya Sabha is your culprit, but Rajya Sabha is not accessible to you. Lok Sabha is accessible to you. So these 545 culprits are actually responsible for this law approval. You have to question them. Otherwise, if you cannot question them, sleep better. If you question them in coming 1 or 2 weeks, I am asking you, I am promising you, your problems will be solved. Either these MPs shall run away from their home somewhere, disappear, or they have to think for you. So far, they are not thinking for you. They are only thinking for their future, that they will get your votes or no votes. This is their thinking. They are not thinking for you. They are thinking for them. But when you are there, they will think for you. You force them to think for you and think for their future as well as our future. This is my suggestion to public. Clear suggestion, focus suggestion, and this is switch and phase of electric current where you can control. Of course, nation takes time, public takes time, and this is fortunate that this revolution, first revolution I can say post-independence, first powerful revolution is moving from place to place. Now it has gone to many locations in our country and generally all over our country, in all parts of our country, this revolution is moving. And of course, despite you don't access to this MP, they are starting worrying about their future. They have started worrying. They have started. They have started worrying. Well, that's not adequate. Then there are many other issues. They want to protect themselves. They are not going to listen to you. Now, they will bring many more issues to you so that they hide this issue. They brought to you, first of all, triple talaq issue for Muslims, which was also a drama. Well, forget that. I know that is only politics. But you accepted that. Then they brought you something else. They brought to you temple issue. You see, Supreme Court can act on such issue by utilizing its extraordinary power, but they cannot take suo motu of these problems. So it is up to Honorable Supreme Court what to decide. We are not coming in that way, and we should not. It is Supreme Court, Supreme Authority in law. They have to deal with them. We don't care about. We don't wait for that. Supreme Court give 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 5 weeks, no problem. Because they are not going to resolve it. Supreme Court could not resolve your EVM issue. Supreme Court could not resolve Jammu and Kashmir issue. Supreme Court resolved Ayodhya issue because of they had intention that this land should go to this community. So they resolved it. They resolved in favor of government, what government wanted. Supreme Court shall resolve only those issues which are pro-government. No issue that's going to against government, they are going to decide immediately. They'll say, okay, we'll do it in future. They are keeping it to future. Maybe they know this government is going soon. Maybe, I don't know, I can't say. Maybe they have some picture in mind that this government is on run out. When they will take care of that. This can be a policy. I can't confirm. I can't say, but my mind is saying that. Maybe because they know better than us. They are not ready to take any risk, just like happened with case of lawyer, justice lawyer. They do not want to risk to that level. So we can say, okay, we do not criticize them, we do not worry about them, let them do their way. But we are free our way. That's what we say. We are free our way. Everybody knows EVMs were abused. Everybody knows that. And nobody is going to prove it. Nobody is going to accept it. Jammu and Kashmir, everybody knows it's abuse of power by government. And nobody is talking about that. Those people are abused. Their people are still tortured. There is no one problem. There are many problems. And we all know, and government also know that. So there is no use talking about that. Our Prime Minister is very clever, in fact. Our Prime Minister understands where weakness of people lies. Our Prime Minister understands where is root that he can hold your nerves. Only way is our Prime Minister understands that these people can be used if they are made emotional. And we are actually emotional. Why we are emotional that we cannot answer. We know we are emotional. Still people are emotional. People are not understanding what's happening. People are not understanding what is this disease of CAA and what is this of NRC and NPR. They are just enjoying, oh, support it, it's very good. Because we have not suffered. They will suffer only later on, but we will not allow that stage to come. Because, yes, there may be illegal immigrants, we don't mind that, they are, could be, but they are not 50 crores, they are not 60 crores, they are not 100 crores. I advised before also, we have plenty of armed forces and we have plenty of police forces. We have plenty of, you can say, investigative type forces, spying type forces, intelligence we have. Why cannot we know who are those or where are those illegal migrants? They can be in lakhs or they can be in 1 or 2 crores. Just to disturb whole society in name of CEA and NPR and NRC. Can we disturb them? Should we? Should we disturb smooth life of people? And imagine how much it shall cost and how much paper we will waste, how much time we will waste for no gains. You have generally records of all people in government sections every year. You have Aadhaar card, which is about 90% people I think maybe having. This was your record. You have voters card. There's a record of 18 and above. And there are so many other references. Census report is there. They will conduct census also. And passport records are there. I don't know why they are interested in something additional. And what is guarantee that additional will be fine? There can be errors, everything. And they will challenge us. Should we accept that challenge? Why should we accept that challenge? All these are questions that citizens have to reply themselves. Do not accept anything wrong. Simple. Do not accept anything wrong which Constitution does not accept. Constitution is crystal clear that if you are having voting card, you are citizen of this country. If you are having passport, you are having citizen of this country, power with travel. And if you are having Aadhaar card, means you are always here on that location. But there are limitations of these cards. These limitations you have to understand. They just want to disturb us. Simple. They just want to panic us. Don't be in panic. Don't be in panic. That's it. If you are citizen, you are citizen. That's it. It's your citizen. Constitution says if you are born, you are citizen. If you are in this country, then 90% of the citizens, or for 5 years before 90, you are citizens. It clearly mandates. There are rules and regulations in constitutions. That is quite enough for you to assume that you are citizen. Nothing else. So simple. But question is not citizenship, question is nation. Question is nation. What they want, I don't care. What Prime Minister wants, what RSS wants, this is their future. They will take care of their future. But we have to take care of our future, our present. And that is possible only when you are dynamic. You are dynamic. Think and work. Economy has dropped. Think of how to change it. how to enrich it. Education has job, we have to think how to do that. Everywhere we are suffering, we have to do that. अब थोड़ा अपनी में भी आ जाए, भाषा में कुछ बता दें तो कुछ और लोगों को भी समझ आए। शायद मेरी इंग्लिश ना अच्छी लगी हो सबको, कोई चाहते हो कि जब देखो इंग्लिश बोलता रहता है। बात बोलने की नहीं है, बात माइंड की है। कभी कभी माइंड इंग्लिश में काम करता है अच्छी तरह से, कभी नहीं करता है। आखिर हम भारतवासी हैं। मैं भी भावनाओं में बह जाता हूँगा, मैं भी तो आप जैसा हूँ। ठीक है, पढ़े लिखे हैं, कुछ पढ़ाई नहीं है, लेकिन सब चीजें उससे नहीं आती। हमारा देश बड़ा है, लोग ज्यादा हैं, हर तरह के लोग हैं और सब जगह होते हैं। कहा यहाँ हमारे यहाँ नहीं है, सब जगह है। हर क्लास के लोग, छोटे बड़े, दिमाग के बेदिमाग के, पढ़े लिखे अनपढ़, सब जगह होते हैं। वो कोई मना नहीं कर सकता। होंगे, हैं, लेकिन सबको कुछ जानना तो चाहिए ना। खाली कह देने से नहीं काम चलता, जानना भी चाहिए अपने देश के बारे में। हम कह देते हैं हमें क्या लेना है। एक तो ये हमारी बहुत पुरानी आदत है, यार मुझे क्या लेना है, छोड़ो ना। यही मार खा जाते हैं हम। यार तुम बहस कर, यार तुम्हें क्या लेना है, वोट देना है, दे देना। होता है ना ये। वही चीजें आज हमें तंग कर रही हैं। हमें उन लोगों से हमने सीखा है, उन लोगों से जो हम पे राज करते थे पहले। और वो आज खुद कहां खड़े हैं आप देख लो। आज वो एक खंडर में खड़े हैं। वो लोग जो हमारे ऊपर राज करके गए 90 साल, 100 साल, 150 साल, वो लोग आज खुद खंडर में खड़े हैं। उन्हें पता नहीं क्या करना है। जब तो दूसरों का माल खाया खूब, उन्होंने लूटा दूसरों का। आज जब खुद पे नौबत आ गई तो उनका हाल देख लो। वो एक फैसला ढंग से नहीं कर पाए कि उन्हें क्या करना है भविष्य में। मेरा इशारा यूरोपियन यूनियन की तरफ है। वो नहीं कर पाए फैसला, आज भी गलत रास्ते में जा रहे हैं वो। ठीक है, इलेक्शन हो गए, सरकार बन गई, जो भी आया सरकार में आ गया, उनका देश है, वो जाने। लेकिन आज भी वो समझ नहीं पा रहे क्या करना है। हम नहीं चाहते हम उनसे शिक्षा लें। वो भुगतने दो उनको, उन्होंने बहुत ऐश किया है दुनिया में, उनको सफर करना पड़ेगा। क्योंकि जब दूसरों का माल खाना होता है तो खाओ, खूब खा लो। अपने की बारी आती है तो पता लगता है कि मेरा माल है ये। हम हमेशा दोष देते रहे, पिछली सरकार ने कुछ नहीं किया, हमारे साहब भी दोष देते रहे। अच्छी बात है, दे लो दोष, लेकिन भाई कब तक दोगे दोष, कब तक दोगे? आपका समय कब शुरू होगा जब आपको दोष देना शुरू करे पब्लिक? ये तो कम से कम बता दो। संविधान तो नहीं बता रहा, आप बता दो। हम यहां अगर मानते हैं भारत की सत्ता, तो भारत के संविधान को मानती है। हम ये मानते हैं, हम किसी और चीज को नहीं मानते। ये भारत की जनता की शपथ है, रोज लेती है और अब तो ज्यादा लेती है। हम भारत के लोग वाली शपथ। बताने का बार बार फायदा नहीं। हम भारत के लोग, इस भारत को निष्ठा से गठित करते हैं, प्रभु सत्ता देश बनाने के लिए, सामाजिक देश बनाने के लिए, धर्म और पंथ देश बनाने के लिए, लोकतंत्र गणतांत्रिक देश बनाने के लिए, जिससे गारंटी दे सबको इंसाफ मिले, न्याय मिले, बराबरी मिले, स्वतंत्रता मिले, लोग एक साथ रहे, सब मिलजुल के आगे चलते रहे। ये रोज शपथ ली जाती है। आज 23 जनवरी है, सुभाष जी का जन्मदिन, नेताजी का। नेताजी हैं एक तरफ, गांधी जी हैं एक तरफ, दोनों एक है, एक ही पार्टी के। कहीं कहीं डिफरेंस आ जाता है, अंतर आ जाता है, सब में आएगा। हर एक खाना भी चाहिए क्योंकि सबका दिमाग सा नहीं होता। लेकिन आज एक पार्टी यूज कर रही है गांधी का नाम, उसका नाम बीजेपी है, और कांग्रेस ने बहुत यूज किया है, तो गांधी था कांग्रेस का। करो यूज, कोई बात नहीं है, हम मना नहीं कर रहे। वो भी भारत का नेता है, करो उनका नाम यूज, लेकिन उनको फॉलो तो करो। फॉलो तो नहीं कर रहे आप, पब्लिक भी फॉलो नहीं कर रही। पब्लिक भी ऐसी, और ये लोग तो हैं ही ऐसे। मैं पब्लिक को दोष दे रहा हूं, मैं सीधा दोष दे रहा हूं पब्लिक को, क्योंकि पब्लिक भी विश्वास में काम करती है, और विश्वास जहां होता है ना वहां गलती होती है। जब विश्वास में आप जाएंगे तो आप साइंटिफिक नहीं होंगे, आप चेक करके काम नहीं करेंगे। आप जिसने कहा हाँ ये सही कर रहा है, अच्छा अच्छा ये सही कर रहा है, हाँ ये भी सही कर रहा है, चलो इसको कर ही दो। आपको किस पे विश्वास होता है? नेताओं की बातों पे जो नेता नहीं है, उन नेताओं की बातों पे जो कहते हैं हम ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, वो करते नहीं है, उन पे आपको विश्वास है। आपको भारत के एक ऐसे अधिकारी पे जिसका नाम संविधान है, एक ऐसी किताब, एक ऐसी मंजिल, उस पर विश्वास नहीं था आपको इसमें था, मैं हिंदू हूं, मैं मुसलमान हूं, मैं सिख हूं, मैं ईसाई हूं, इस पर विश्वास था आपको। वो विश्वास आपका फेल हो गया। आपने जिनको 70-60 साल 50 साल काम करते देखा सरकार में, उनको आपने गालियां देनी शुरू कर दी। दो, सब चोर जो है यहां, ठीक है, मिला के आपको, आपने उनको फेंक दिया उठा के, बहुत अच्छा किया, चलो चले गए, गंदे थे वो, और आप लाए कि इनको, गुस्सा हो गया, इसको तो हटाना है, कोई आ जाए, फिर होता है ना भावना में, यार कोई आ जाए इनको हटा दो बस, देखा जाएगा। ठीक है, आपने कर दिया, आ गए वो, चले गए वो। उसके बाद आप सड़क पे क्यों बैठे हो? पूछो नहीं। अगर आपने फैसला लिया था कि हम इस गंध को हटा देते हैं, इस गुलाब की खुशबू को ला देते हैं, कमल की खुशबू को, तो वो खुशबू आपके काम क्यों नहीं आ रही? ये एक ज्वलंत प्रश्न बनना चाहिए। बनाया कि नहीं आपने? आप जानते हैं अंदर से आप गलत थे, लेकिन आपको समझा दिया गया था कि आप गलत नहीं थे, वो गलत थे, और आप उनकी बातों में आ गए और अपने घर को गिरा दिया। दूसरा आपके दूसरे घर में आ गया और आज आपके ऊपर डंडा लेके बैठा है। वो डंडा कूटे जा रहा है आप पे, आप ले जा रहे हैं, खाए जा रहे हैं आप। कितने अच्छे आदमी हैं आप, कितने अच्छा चरित्र है आपका, डंडे खाए जा रहे हैं, मजा आ रहा है आपको। पढ़े लिखे आप, इंटेलिजेंट आप, दिमाग आप में, पावर आपकी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आपका, देश आपका, सब कुछ आपका, डंडे आप खा रहे हैं। और जिनका कुछ नहीं वो डंडे मार रहे हैं, कुछ नहीं। जो आप नया लाए, किस लिए लाए थे? वो उसने किया नहीं, और आप में इतना दम नहीं कि उसको कहें भाई चाहिए, दम नहीं, इसलिए सड़क पर बैठ जाते हैं। बैठ जाओ, अच्छी बात है, सड़क आपकी है, गली आपकी है, फुटपाथ आपका है, देश आपका है, लेकिन आपको सुन कौन रहा है ये भी तो सोचो। और यदि वो नहीं सुन रहा है तो क्यों नहीं सुन रहा है भाई, ये भी सोचो। हर बात का एक सर पैर होता है, एक कारण होता है, एक रीजन होता है भाई आपकी बात सुनी क्यों नहीं जा रही। दो ही बातें हैं, या तो आपकी बात गलत है या आप गलत हैं, आपकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं है। क्या कहेंगे आप? सोचिए, अपने आप सोचिए। आप जिन लोगों से बात करना चाहते हैं वो लोग आपसे बात नहीं करना चाहते, वो आपको ही नहीं चाहते, तो आप किनसे बात करेंगे, क्यों करेंगे? ये एक सवाल उठता है। आप सड़क पे बैठे हैं, आप एक कानून का विरोध कर रहे हैं, और आप जिससे कर रहे हैं वो आपकी परवाह नहीं कर रहा है। वो जानता है कि आपकी उसके नजर में कोई वैल्यू नहीं है। उसका काम था सीट पे आना, वो सीट पे बैठा है, अब वो हटेगा नहीं हटेगा उसकी मर्जी। आपके सड़क पे बैठने से वो नहीं हटेगा, आपका शोर मचाने से वो नहीं हटेगा। हाँ, अपने आदमी बैठ के आपकी पिटाई जरूर करा देगा, पीटिए, शोर मचाइए, उसकी बुराई कीजिए, उसकी सेहत पे फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला, क्योंकि उसकी खाल मोटी है और मोटी खाल पे असर नहीं होता। लेकिन गलती किसकी है? गलती आपकी है, क्योंकि आपने किसी पे पहले अविश्वास किया। चलो हमारे पास एक अल्टरनेटिव, हम इसको ले आते हैं, ये जानते हुए कि वो आपका अल्टरनेटिव नहीं था, फिर भी आप उसको ले आए। आप ले आए, आपने सपोर्ट दे दी उसको, वो गलतियां करता रहा, आप अच्छा कहते रहे, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, नया है, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, टाइम दो। वो देखता रहा कि बेवकूफ है ये मेरा मालिक, खाते रहो, खाते रहो, खाते रहो, खाता रहा, खिलाता रहा। अब वो आपको खाएगा, तैयार हो उसका भोजन बनने के लिए? अगर आप उसका भोजन बनने के लिए तैयार हो, बड़ी सी बात है, मुबारक को बनाइए सबको। शेर आ गया, एक एक आदमी भेज दो, खा लेगा, नहीं तो सबको भड़क देगा। एक एक आदमी भेज दो, खाता रहेगा वो, आप बचते रहेंगे। है ना कहानी? यही कहानी के आप हकदार हैं। इसलिए भावना में बहना छोड़ दो। जहां जहां भावना से फैसले लिए गए हैं, गलती हुए हैं। लड़का लड़की भावना में प्यार करते हैं, लेकिन शादी के बाद झगड़ा करते हैं और करते रहते हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने समझा ही नहीं प्यार क्या होता है। इसलिए आपने समझा ही नहीं कि सरकार क्या होता है, आपने समझा ही नहीं कि कानून का यार क्या होता है, आपने समझा नहीं कि देश क्या होता है, आपने समझा नहीं कि संविधान क्या होता है। आपने समझी ये मसीहा आ गया, जीसस क्राइस्ट आ गया, भगवान राम आ गए, ये आ गए देश में, सब ठीक कर देंगे, सब ठीक कर देंगे, आते ही ठीक कर देंगे। कर दिया, सब ठीक कर दिया। आपको आपके घर से निकाल के सड़क पे बैठा तो दिया। कहते हम सड़क पे आ गए, अभी तो आप सड़क पे आए हैं सिर्फ, अभी गड्ढे में भी जाएंगे आप, क्योंकि आपके कर्म ऐसे हैं। आपने ऐसे पाप किए हैं, उन्होंने नहीं किए। वो तो यूज करा आपको उन्होंने, उनका तो हक है यूज करने का। पाप तो आपने किए हैं। जिनको आप जानते थे गलत है, उनको सत्ता में जानबूझ के ले आए। अरे किसी और को ले आते यार। आप जानते थे वो आपकी हेल्प नहीं कर सकते, फिर भी आप उनको ले आए, क्योंकि आप सोचते थे यार क्या कर लेगा, हटा देंगे, फिर नहीं काम करेगा तो। उसने काम नहीं भी किया, कोई प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं की, फिर आपने 5 साल बाद फिर बैठा दिया। अब आपने बिठाया या ईवीएम में उठाया, ये अलग बात है, लेकिन सत्ता में वो बैठा है। कसूर किसका है? आप कहते हैं कसूर उसका है। अरे सत्ता में तो वो बैठा है, पर कसूर उसका कैसे है? वो तो जो चाहेगा वो करेगा, उसकी सत्ता है, आपकी थोड़ी है। आपकी तो सत्ता नहीं है ना, आपने सत्ता दे दी उसको, तो जैसे भी दी, तो भाई आपने जिम्मेदारी उसको दे दी, वो कर रहा है, आप अप्रूव करते जा रहे हो, वो करता जा रहा है। अब सवाल ये उठता है, आपने जिम्मेदारी दी कि नहीं दी? ये भी सवाल उठेगा। क्यों ना उठे सवाल? क्या गलती है सवाल में? अगर आपने जिम्मेदारी दी है उसको, तो वो तो ले रहा है, वो जो चाह रहा है कर रहा है। आपसे पूछ के करेगा क्या? क्यों करेगा आपसे पूछ के? यही सोचने की बात है कि आपकी गलती कहाँ हुई है। आपकी गलती यही है। अगर आप संविधान को समझते, अपने हक को सही तरह से समझते, सही तरह से वोट करते, लेकिन आप कर चुके हैं वोट। वोट अब वापस नहीं लिया जा सकता, अब तो आपको परिणाम भुगतना पड़ेगा। और उस परिणाम भुगतने के लिए आप तैयार हैं नहीं है, ये आपको देखना है। आप कहते हैं जी हम गांधी के रास्ते पे चल रहे हैं, चलिए। गांधी का कौन सा रास्ता है? वो किसके लिए था? ये सोचा आपने? गांधी का रास्ता अंग्रेजों के लिए था, उन लोगों के लिए था कि जो समझते तो थे, जो कुछ सिविलाइज्ड किसी हद तक तो थे, उन लोगों के लिए था, विदेशियों के लिए। गांधी का रास्ता क्या आपके लिए था, देशियों के लिए? क्या इन लोगों के लिए गांधी का रास्ता जो खुद गलत है, जो गांधी को गलत कहते थे, सुभाष को कहते गांधी गलत, नेहरू, उनके लिए क्या गांधी का रास्ता चलेगा? खाली फोटो लगाने से तो रास्ता नहीं बन जाता। गांधी ने कब कहा कि मेरे रास्ते पे आगे चलना? क्या गांधी ने कहा? गांधी ने यह कहा भाई वायलेंस ठीक नहीं है, अहिंसा ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे रास्ते में चलना ये तो नहीं कहा गांधी ने। हम तो जी गांधीवादी हैं, हम तो डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशन करेंगे, हम तो शांति का मार्च करेंगे। करते रहिए, क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? सारे अंग्रेज तो नहीं है जो बात को समझे। हाँ, तो बात समझने वाला कोई नहीं है। गांधी के रास्ते को जानते हैं, समझते तो नहीं है। अरे भाई 2020 है, ये 1925 नहीं है, 1920 नहीं है। दुनिया बदल चुकी है। आज ऐसे लोग हैं हमारे जो पीटना जानते हैं, जिनके अंदर मानवता नाम की चीज नहीं है, मानव ही नहीं है वो लोग बैठे हैं हमारे यहाँ। और आप उनसे क्या आशा रखते हैं? वो आपके गांधीवादी फिलोसफी को मानेंगे? हंस रहे हैं वो देख के, हा, देखो लोग सड़कों पे आ गए, हमने क्या काम कर दिया, इस सड़कों पे आ गए। हंस रहे हैं वो, हंसते रहिए। आप प्रतीक्षा करते रहिए, वो मिलने आएंगे आपसे, आएंगे, अवश्य आएंगे। आएंगे, आपके लिए खाना भी लाएंगे, आपकी पूजा भी करेंगे, सब कुछ करेंगे आके। लोग गलत फहमी का शिकार सारा देश हो गया। आइए सड़कों पे, आइए गलियों में, अच्छी बात है। ये एक पार्ट है। दूसरा पार्ट भी है जो आप नहीं कर रहे, वो पार्ट है इनको सबक सिखाने का, वो आप नहीं कर रहे। वो सबक आप पहले सिखा देते तो शायद ये नौबत ही नहीं आती। आप हमेशा कहते हैं जी हमने आपको चुना, हमने आपको वोट दिया, ये आप गलत कहते हैं। आपने किनको चुना आप समझिए तो सही। आपने जिनको चुना उनसे तो आप बात ही नहीं कर रहे। जिनको आपने चुना नहीं उनसे आप बात करना चाहते हैं, वो आपसे बात नहीं करना चाहते। आपने किनको चुना 2014 में, 2019 में? आपने सोचा? सोच के तो देखिए आपने किनको चुना। जिनको आपने चुना वो आपके नहीं है। आपने चुना था 2545 व्यक्तियों को, एक व्यक्ति आपके एरिया का उसमें है। आपने कभी जाना कि वो व्यक्ति कौन है, वो क्या करेगा आपके लिए? बस वोट देके आ गए, सो गए, आज छुट्टी, थोड़ा रेस्ट कर लेते। वो आदमी कौन जीता, कौन क्या हुआ, आपको कोई लेना देना नहीं। वो आदमी आपके लिए क्या कर रहा है, आपको कोई लेना देना नहीं। तो भाई आपने चुना क्यों था उसको? किस लिए चुना था? बंगले में रहने के लिए, फ्लैट में रहने के लिए, सरकारी कार देने के लिए, कोई कोई उसको बॉडीगार्ड देने के लिए, या कुछ कुछ चीजों के लिए उसको चुना था? किस लिए चुना था आपने? ये सवाल अपने आप में है। वो आपने चुना था लोकसभा के लिए। लोकसभा में क्या करते आप जानते तो होंगे। लोकसभा में क्या होता है? आप कहेंगे जी कानून बनते हैं। सही कहा आपने। तो वहां कानून कौन पास करता है, कौन चेक करता है, कौन बनाता है, कौन उसको सही कराता है, कौन उसको गलतों को ठीक कराता है? वो आपका, आप जानते हैं, एमपी कराता है, आपका सांसद कराता है। तो सांसद ने क्या किया पूछना नहीं चाहिए आपको? अगर आपको लगता है कि ये काम ठीक नहीं हुआ तो आप क्यों नहीं पूछते उससे भाई? आखिर वो क्या कर रहा था वहां पे? फुलझड़ियां छेड़ रहा था या जलेबी खा रहा था? क्या कर रहा था कि उसको नींद आ गई खाते खाते मिठाई, उसके लग गई आंख और उन्हें पास कर दिया? क्या कर रहा था आपका एमपी? एमपी तो आपका ही है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने तो चुना नहीं उसको, उसको तो आपने चुन के भेजा है। तो भाई आप उससे पूछते क्यों नहीं? आप में इतनी भी हिम्मत नहीं कि उससे पूछे, भाई बता दो आपने क्या किया है, आपने सपोर्ट किया है इसको, क्या किया देख के, क्यों किया? ये भी आप नहीं पूछेंगे तो भाई फिर आप करना क्या चाहते हैं? आप जिससे पूछना चाहते हैं वो आपको बताना नहीं चाहता, उसकी मर्जी, वो आपको जानता नहीं है, वो क्यों बताएगा? अरे भाई कितने लोग होते हैं, हम किसी से बताएं? जिसको आना है हमसे पूछे, ये जवाब आता है आपके पास। ठीक है, आपने उससे पूछना है जो आपका आदमी है, पर आप तो सड़क पे बैठ गए, फुटपाथ पे बैठ गए, बैठे हैं, अच्छी बात है, आपका फुटपाथ है, आपकी सड़क है, बैठिए, शोर मचाइए, सब कुछ कीजिए, आपका अधिकार है। पर क्या यह अधिकार आपको दूसरा अधिकार भी देता है, ये आपको सोचना है। अब मैं सीधी बात करता हूं, देखिए, आपने किसको चुना ये बताने की बात है। सब जानते हैं आपने वोट एमपी को दिया, सब जानते हैं इस चीज को, लेकिन मानते नहीं, क्योंकि आपके माइंड में एक दो नावें हैं, एक नाव एमपी की है आपके माइंड में, और एक नाव प्रधानमंत्री की है आपके माइंड में। आपके माइंड में कंफ्यूजन है, जिसको बात करो, मैंने मोदी को चुना, पता नहीं मेरे को समझ नहीं आता, मेरे को बनारस वालों को छोड़ के किसने मोदी को चुना, मेरे को बात समझ नहीं आ रही आज तक। हमने मोदी को चुना, आज भी जो बैठे हैं ये भी वही बात कर रहे हैं, जबकि आपने किसी को भी नहीं चुना इनमें से। आपने चुना तो अपने सांसद को चुना। ये अगर बिल पास किया तो सांसद ने कराया, आपके सांसद ने, मोदी ने तो पास कराया ही नहीं। मोदी तो वो था ही नहीं, वो तो है ही नहीं उस पार्टी में, उस पावर में नहीं है। हाँ, मोदी जिम्मेदार है तो कैबिनेट भी जिम्मेदार है, और कैबिनेट का फाइनल नहीं होता। अगर कैबिनेट गलती करती है तो लोकसभा सही कर देगी चाहिए, लेकिन कैबिनेट की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है। उन्होंने कर दिया पास, ठीक है, आपका एमपी सो रहा था, 550 एमपी घास चर रहे थे, क्या कर रहे थे वो किसके लोग हैं? आप कह देंगे बीजेपी के हैं, कांग्रेस के हैं, ए के हैं, बी के हैं, सी के हैं, डी के हैं। नहीं, वो किसी के नहीं है, वो इस देश की जनता के हैं। ये बात दिमाग में डाल लो, इस देश को समझना चाहते हो तो। आप चुना आपने एमपी को, सांसद को, इसलिए चुना कि जाओ मेरे भाई पार्लियामेंट लोकसभा में बैठो और हमारी तरफ से काम करो, कानून बनवाओ, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवाओ, फंडिंग कराओ, ये कराओ, वो कराओ। ये सब एमपी सांसद की जिम्मेदारी है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर बीच में कहां से आ गया और गृह मंत्री बीच में कहां से आ गया? उनका तो काम है लाना, पास कराना तो उनका काम नहीं है। वो तो कह देंगे भाई पास कर दो इसको, आप पास करो। ना बीजेपी बीच में आती है, ना कांग्रेस बीच में आती है, बीच में तो आपकी पार्लियामेंट आती है। तो आप इस बात को समझेंगे नहीं। अरे समझने की कोशिश करो, पूछिए अपने एमपी से उसने क्या किया। जब वो वोट मांगने आता है तो जवाब देने भी आएगा, बुलाइए उसको वहां से, भेजिए मेल उसके पास, राइटिए उसकी फेसबुक पे लिखिए, कुछ भी कीजिए, बोलिए श्रीमान जी आइए, आपको हम समन कर रहे हैं, हम जनता की अदालत हैं, हम कोई छोटी मोटी चीज नहीं है, यहाँ कोई वकील नहीं चलता, या कुछ नहीं चलता, या जनता चलती है, संविधान चलता है। संविधान कहता है कि हमने आपको चुना था, तो जवाब दीजिए आप क्या कर रहे हैं। एमपी के कान खड़े कर दीजिए अगर आप में ताकत है तो, क्योंकि आपने वोट दिया है तो आपका हक है पूछने का उससे, भाई क्या किया आपने। आप पूछना नहीं चाहते, वो बताना नहीं चाहता, वो भागता है, आप पूछिए उससे, बता दे तो। लेकिन पास उसी ने किया है, मैंने तो नहीं किया, आपने तो नहीं किया। तो भाई साहब जब आपने पास किया है तो आप बताइए ना क्यों पास किया है, ये बात समझिए। ये बहुत बड़ी बात मैं कह रहा हूं आपसे हिंदी में। उस एमपी की खाट खड़ी कीजिए, उसको लेटने मत दीजिए आराम से कि उसने गुनाह किया है, पाप किया है, देश के खिलाफ, संविधान के खिलाफ, जनता के खिलाफ पाप किया उसने, आप लोगों को गड्ढे में डाल दिया उसने। ये पाप नहीं है? वो सोचा नहीं वो क्यों कर रहा है ये? बस बिल पास कराना है कर दो। क्या बिल पास कराना ही काम है? उस पर सोचना काम नहीं है? उस जनता से पूछना काम नहीं है? लेकिन इन्होंने कर दिया, क्योंकि कोई पूछेगा नहीं हमसे। भाई हम तो पूछेंगे, आपसे कोई पूछे या ना पूछे हम तो पूछेंगे। हम तो सांसद से पूछेंगे, और हमने पूछा भी, पर हमारा संसद जानता है एक आध बेवकूफ ने लिख दिया, क्या होता है, छोड़ो पड़े, नहीं जल्दी आप। लेकिन एक ने लिखा, अगर 100 लिखते, 200 लिखते, 300 लिखते, तो शायद उसको सोचना पड़ता। अब आप सोचिए आप क्या कर रहे हैं। आप कहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जवाब दे, मैं कहता हूं प्रधानमंत्री सो जाओ, कोई जवाब देने की जरूरत नहीं है। जब जनता सोती है तो आप भी सो जाओ। प्रधानमंत्री भी जानता है जनता सो रही, सब जानते हैं, सो रहे हैं, आराम करने तो साहब, फ्लाइट में हैं, रेस्ट करने तो थक गए हैं, बोर्डिंग पास लेके आए हैं, आप भी फ्लाइट में हैं। अरे भाई आप तो मंत्र जपते हैं उन प्रधानमंत्री का, उनके नाम का, तो आपको क्या चिंता पड़ी है? वो सब सॉल्व कर देंगे आपकी प्रॉब्लम, वो कर रहे हैं वो। अरे प्रॉब्लम पेश करना भी तो सॉल्व करना होता है ना। वो प्रॉब्लम आपको इसलिए ला रहे हैं कि कोई और प्रॉब्लम आपकी सॉल्व हो जाए, और नहीं हो तो नहीं हो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, जनता है, चलता है सब। कौन पूछता है जनता मनता को? वोट है, ले लेंगे, कर लेंगे, जैसे हमें आता है, हमें करना आता है, हम कर लेंगे। प्रधानमंत्री कहते हैं हम जिस पार्टी के हैं उस पार्टी का जन्म किस लिए हुआ है आप ये सोचिए, और उसी काम को हमने सैकड़ों साल चलाना है, ये हमारे प्रधानमंत्री महोदय कहते हैं। अगर भाई प्रधानमंत्री महोदय पार्टी का काम चलाने आए कि देश का काम चलाने आए, सवाल ये उठता है, आप प्रधानमंत्री देश के लिए बने या अपनी पार्टी के लिए बने, ये भी प्रश्न उठता है। प्रश्न तो उठता है, और वो तो खुलेआम कह रहे हैं, उन्हें कुछ चिंता नहीं है पब्लिक क्या कहेगी। वो जानते हैं पब्लिक कुछ नहीं कहेगी, अच्छी तरह जानते हैं वो पब्लिक के नफ्स को टटोल रखा है उन्हें। ये मेरे देश की पब्लिक बेवकूफ है, ये हमारे साहब की ऑब्जर्वेशन है, ये मेरी पब्लिक पागल है। सिंपल मतलब यही है, मैं जो कहता हूं मान लेती है। ये उनकी रिसर्च है आपके अगेंस्ट, आपकी रिसर्च क्या है? आपकी कोई रिसर्च ही नहीं है, बस कोई रिसर्च नहीं आपकी। आपकी एक रिसर्च है, आजादी 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 आजादी। अरे आजादी तो आप कभी भी ले सकते हो, कभी भी ले सकते हो आजादी, क्यों रोक रहे आपकी आजादी? इनको सबक सिखा दो, आजादी ही आजादी है। आप धरने में बैठे नहीं, इनको बैठाओ धरने पे, कर सकते हो, कर सकते हो आप ये। हम धरने पे बैठे सड़क पे, क्या होगा, बैठे रहो, इनके सिर पे फर्क पड़ने वाला नहीं है। ये तो चाहते हैं आप और बैठे हैं, इन्हें क्या फर्क पड़ने का, इनका क्या जा रहा है? वो चाहते हैं आप धरने पे बैठे रहिए, हमसे कोई पूछो बैठने दे, चलने दो, न्यूज जारी जाने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है? इन्हें अपनी दुनिया से मतलब है, आपसे नहीं है। हाँ, जिस दिन इन्हें लगा कि लेजिस्लेचर गिर रहा है, उस दिन सरकार गिर रही है। गिरा सकते हैं उनका लेजिस्लेचर आप, है शक्ति आप में, आप में शक्ति है कि इन एमपी से कहो बच्चा आ जाओ, बैठो बैठो बच्चा बैठो यहां। आप क्या किया, पूछो उनसे, क्यों किया, किसके लिए किया? जब आप ये सवाल इनसे करने लगेंगे, इनके बुखार चढ़ेगा एमपीओ के, दस्त भी लगेंगे इनको, उठाएंगे फोन साहब को, साहब ऐसा हो रहा है, कराओ ना साहब, मुझसे त्याग पत्र मांग रहे हैं, मत देना मत देना मत देना। अरे मुझे पकड़ लिया, त्याग पत्र देके जाओ। साहब मुझे तो देना पड़ेगा, मुझे दोबारा भी आना है। अरे मेरे नाम से आना, अरे आपको तो गाली दे रहे हैं, आपका नाम से कहां से आएंगे हम दोबारा? अब तो हमें अपने बारे में स्वयं सोचना पड़ेगा। क्या आप ला सकते हैं ऐसे एमपी की स्टेज जो प्रधानमंत्री की बात ना करके आपकी बात करे? हमें ऐसा एमपी चाहिए, है आपके पास? पूछिए उससे, बुलाइए उसको, आओ यहाँ आओ बच्चा, इधर आइए और जवाब दीजिए आपने क्या किया वहां, क्यों किया, ये किसके कहने में किया।